Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you this really pretty bronzy gold kind of get up for springtime. I recently picked up almost a full face worth of new products, so I figured I would sit down and film a new look for you guys. This is super simple and easy to do. If you're interested to see how I got this look, then let's just get started. Start off my face by double priming. I'm going to take this Smashbox primer water and spray this all over my face. And then I'm going to take the Pixi Rose Flash Balm and use this as an all over face primer. I'm going to take about a little pea size amount and I'm going to start on my cheeks, my forehead, my chin. This stuff smells so good. If you guys like the scent of roses, I highly recommend this product. It's super smoothing and feels lightweight. It doesn't feel like a balmy texture to me. It almost feels like a light cream, but it definitely hydrates your skin, so it feels really smooth and even. For foundation today, I'm going to take the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the shade Mont Blanc. I'm just going to dab this all over my face. And then I'm going to take the L'Oreal Glow Motion. This is in the shade Light, and I'm just going to put this on the high points of the face for a little extra glow. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just start blending this in. And you can mix the glow lotion indirectly with your foundation, but sometimes I find that I waste a lot of product by doing that because I kind of rub it in between my fingers. But if you want it mixed in all over, I think that's a great way to go. Or what you could do also is mix that in with the rose balm when you're priming your face, so you're getting that moisture and also getting a little bit of glow in there. And you can see it's a super subtle glow, but I think it's really pretty and soft. And it doesn't feel greasy at all. And for concealer today, I'm going to take the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I've heard so many people rave about this product, so I finally picked it up at Ulta. And I have the lightest shade. I think this is Porcelain. I wish that it was a little bit lighter, to be honest. Just because I'm so pale that it doesn't give me that stark bright under eye, which sometimes I kind of like, but it's great for every day, and the consistency is super nice. I like it better than the Tarte Shape Tape because it doesn't feel super drying underneath my eyes, and it doesn't really crease up on me too much, so I really like the consistency of it. So it's okay that it's not super light. And you can tell I just put this in a triangle underneath my eyes. I like to make sure that I get the tops of my cheekbones right here to get an even coverage, because it's where I get kind of the most redness. And then I also like to take it on the inner part of the eyes right here, because sometimes I get a lot of darkness, and that's kind of like the dead giveaway of like if you look really tired, is if you have that darkness in the inner portion of your eye. And then whatever excess I have, I just take it down my nose and the sides of my nose. And if I find that like my skin looks a little bit red or uneven, I'll take a little bit more, but my skin's looking pretty good today, so I'm cool with it. And I splurged and picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless powder. This is in the shade Fair 1. And I'm going to take this Real Techniques blush brush to set my under eyes with this powder. It's super finely milled, which I really like. I've been noticing that recently my under eyes have been a little bit drying, so haven't been enjoying setting my under eyes with a translucent powder because I just feel like it looks a little bit cakey underneath my eye. And this powder is so smooth and finely milled that it really creates that airbrush look. And then I'm going to just take a little bit on my T-zone and anywhere I put concealer. Tilbury Sculpt and Glow Highlighting and Contouring Duo in this Real Techniques Contour Duo. I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know how this contour is going to be. It's pretty. It's a little warm, but I think it looks really pretty. And I kind of like to pull my cheeks a little bit to find where the hollow is. You could suck in your cheeks like this too, but that's just what I like to do. I'm just going to take a little bit and bronze up the nose a little bit. Before I use that highlighter, I'm going to take this Laura Geller Baked Blush in Tropical Hues. I rediscovered this recently in my collection. I think I had only used it once, but it's so pretty. It's like this, I can't even explain it if you can tell. It's like a marbled, tropical-y hue. It's like a marbled beige and it's so pretty. I think it's the prettiest spring and summer blush, so I'm glad I rediscovered it. And I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier highlighting brush and use the highlight side of this powder. Oh, that's nice. Does anybody else do that when they highlight their cheeks? I'm like tilting my head. You guys will learn the weird things that I do. I'm going to take some on the Cupid's bow and then on the forehead as well. It's a really pretty glow. And then to prime my eyes today, I'm going to take this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Sin. This is an oldie but a goodie. I didn't pick up a new eye primer because I'm pretty particular about them, and basically just use this or the Lorac eyeshadow primer because I find that they work the best for my eyes. I have really oily eyelids, and so I like a really long wearing eyeshadow primer. And I like that this one is like a champagne toned eyeshadow primer, because sometimes if I'm lazy and I'm in a rush, I will just put this on my eyes and not put any shadow on, and I'll look like I tried when really it took me 2 seconds to just blend this all over my eyelid. And it also acts as a really nice base, I find. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to take the Dulce Candy eyeshadow palette. This formula is so amazing. It's like a powder to cream, and it feels so smooth on the lids and blends out like a dream. So I'm going to start out with, I'm thinking this dark shade. It's really pretty, and you can see it's super pigmented. And I'm just going to start in the center of my eyes and then start blending this towards the outer edges. Thinking I'm going to just do a cute little halo eye today, and I love this because it's so easy to blend out, and it's so easy because you can use your fingers. I wouldn't recommend using a brush with this palette because you don't get the payoff that you do with your fingers. And then other side. And the nice thing is you don't have to worry about, you know, it drying down or anything. Like, you can blend it once it's been on the eye, so you have some time to play, which I really like too, because sometimes creams can be really tricky to use, especially on the eyes, and then you gotta worry about creasing. And I found that this lasts a pretty long time without any eyeshadow primer, but I would say like the max where I could get out of it is like 6 hours. So I always like to use an eyeshadow primer. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and gently blend out those edges so there aren't any harsh edges. Now, if you don't love a super shimmery look, then you may not love this palette because there's not any matte shades in here, but I think they're super pretty and look really nice through the crease. Like, it doesn't look like chunky glitter in your crease. I mean, you could just leave it like this and it would be super pretty, but I'm gonna take a little bit of this lighter brown shade right here, just on the same finger, and gently press this in the center of the eye, and sort of building that to the intensity that I like. And I love how easy and quick this eyeshadow can be. You don't have to sit there and like blend it out for hours. And then if you need to, go back into the dark shade and kind of build up that color again. And then I'm going to take my pinky finger and the lightest shade here. It's super pretty. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on the inner corner of the eyes to get a nice little highlighted inner corner. And then I'm also going to pop a little bit on my lower brow bone just to highlight underneath the brows. And the key is just to be patient and take your time and blend a little bit. I'm going to try and take this on the lower lash line with this little shadow brush. I'm going to take this dark shade and see how this looks, because I haven't tried it on my lower lash line yet. I think when you use a brush, you have to use like a really dense dome-shaped brush like this, otherwise you're not going to get any sort of color. I know when I first tried, I used a flat shader brush, like it's like almost like those paddle shaped eye brushes, and I got barely any color payoff and it looked a little bit patchy, so I was not a fan. And then I'm going to take this, the second lightest shade that I used on the center of the lid, and just pop that on the inner third. It's pretty. For mascara today, I'm going to take the Essence I Heart Extreme Volume Mascara. I just discovered this from Ulta, and you guys, I have to say, I think this might be my new favorite foundation mascara. It's better than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, I think, because it doesn't flake at all and it gives me insane volume. Like, I could just wear this by itself and be good to go, but you guys know I love to layer my mascara, so I just can't. But if I'm looking for like a really natural mascara or like a natural lash, I'll just quickly sweep this on the lashes. And I know some of you might think this is not natural, but in my book it's pretty natural. I mean, can you guys just tell the difference? Like, look at that. So much volume, and it gives it a decent amount of length. Like, I have pretty long lashes, but I mean, they're not to my eyebrow, but they are with this mascara, and I'm seriously obsessed. I've been telling everybody about this little hidden gem. I actually picked this up because Casey Holmes has talked about it before, and I love her. She's like one of my favorite YouTubers, and she swears by it. And to finish up this look, let's move on to lips. I'm going to take the Maybelline Blushing Beige. This is part of their nudes collection, and I like have a love-hate relationship with nudes because it's so hard to find. I probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm talking, right? It's so hard to find a good nude lipstick because I'm really fair, so it kind of, some of them can wash me out, and I like this one, but it is a little bit light. So I'm gonna take this Jouer lip topper in Skinny Dip just for a little extra pop. This is like a gold sort of lip topper. I'm just gonna dab and then gently rub. I really love this lip combo. It just like gives you a little like pop of a nude lip, and instead of just being a flat nude color. So there you guys go. Here's the finished look. What do you think?